On this environmental and sustainability for Indonesia's manufacturing segment, I'm optimistic. A number of leading companies undertaken really important initiatives to fulfill the mandate that's set out by the government with respect to carbon neutrality, clean air, clean water initiatives, electrification of vehicles. Incredibly encouraging. I think that at the same time, like any other market, you'd see risks, sort of greenwashing. One of the cures for that is certification of claims. With respect to the hazards stemming from paint, lead is a 20th century problem that largely affects Asia and Africa. Exposure to lead causes permanent damage to development in children. Irreversible, permanent damage. The Global Alliance to Eliminate Lead in Paint is actually a really important initiative with the WHO involved, has set a limit of 90 parts per million. The cost of eliminating lead pigments from paint is at most 3%. But there's a lack of a regulatory stance. The impact, it's approximately 3% of GDP for Indonesia. That is more than the entire value of the paint industry itself. A little bit of care could potentially have huge positive impacts. There are a number of steps that paint manufacturers can take to improve the sustainability of their business and their product. One of the biggest challenges there is packaging. Traditionally, paint was sold in metal tin cans, very easy to recycle. Unfortunately, because plastic solves a number of problems so easily, the whole industry's migrated to plastic buckets. With it comes a host of other problems. Insufficient number of recycling centers in Indonesia to get out of it. But it's really going to require a different mindset, not just by the actors inside the industry, but by the consumers themselves. There are other things that manufacturers can do to increase the sustainability of their products. For instance, elimination of lead, mercury, and formaldehyde be used in paints. Use of biomass to create resins. Lastly, developing more regulation to deal with all aspects of production can lead to greater sustainability. If you think of ESG as a form of taxation, you've missed the boat. ESG is good business. It creates that good cycle that we're looking for. There is gender equity and management trainee programs. It leads to companies becoming more successful and therefore having more capital to invest in ESG. The younger generation demands this, and there are studies that show that 78% Indonesians care about companies being ethical. But there is a real business opportunity attached to the ESG activities of the company, and the sooner companies embrace that, the better.